seeing a lot of over the years is that people blame themselves for times they got bullied or whatever. They'll be like, oh, it turns out you have to dress well because if you dress well, it shows respect for other people. I've always thought that was really fucking stupid because you want to know what happens when I dress well? Do I get a lot of praise and compliments? Yeah, but I also get plenty of objectification, plenty of snide remarks, insults, all of that. I can dress incredibly well and someone will even mock me for it. They'll say I'm doing too much. They say life isn't a beauty pageant, so much shit. Also, I did it dilly. I'll put it this way. At some point, if someone left the house with my hair, they would have been fucking excluded from jobs. In fact, why am I saying past tense? In present day, like if my hair is not straightened or in box braids or whatever, it changes the people who will be willing to date me. It changes the people who would employ me for work. It changes everything. And like, I'll put it this way. Even like, of course, obviously more earlier in the evening, like my afro was a little bit more, but it still is pretty good now. I'll put it this way. At some point, I'll put it this way. People like to say all sorts of shit about, like, ooh, you need to dress well because it shows respect for other people. And when you take good care of yourself, it shows that you care about the environment you're in. To an extent, sure. But we have things like pretty privilege where it's like someone will always be lifted up and someone will always be pushed down all because someone just so happens to be wearing like what lip gloss, they wax their eyebrows better, their hair is shinier, and they deserve a higher position in society. I get it to an extent. It's like, oh, this person looks like they take good care of themselves, and they have a lot of charm, charisma, and personality, and they seem like they could get really far ahead. But then, what if someone else is perfectly awesome, just like that too? But maybe their hair isn't as shiny. What if they have an afro instead of a silk press? What if they don't have a weave? What if they have braids that you consider ghetto? What if they aren't wearing a shade of lipstick you like? Or if they choose to wear a color that you don't find attractive? Why do people need to function off of what you find attractive? I think that you should try to treat everybody well regardless of what they're wearing. And before you go, oh, why should I do that? Because you've had an ugly ass boss before. You've had busted ass coworkers, family members, all that, and they've been so sweet, capable, kind, and awesome. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for like shitty treatment for yourself and others. Like, what if you have a bad day? Like earlier this week, I had like 7 bug bites on my forehead. It doesn't mean I deserve to be treated shittily. It like, what if it's my period and I'm having like intense body pain where it feels like I'm being flayed from inside out and I'm extremely sick and ill and hurt? Like, I believe I still deserve care and treatment, even if I'll put it this way: I have panic attacks when I leave the house if my hair is not perfectly done, even if I'm just wearing a headscarf or a hat or whatever, because I know the way people will treat me. It's like the difference between me being treated like a prostitute, me being treated like a crackhead, and me being treated like an actual woman, human being deserving of rights. All varies depending on how my hair looks. So the smallest little shift is like if I'm wearing a headscarf and my hair is tucked under it, then people are gonna think I'm a crackhead or like some sort of crazy bitch on welfare. But if I have two strand tendrils out that frame my face, suddenly, ooh, look, she's a mystical, like almost like Romani looking beautiful woman. She's like Esmeralda, or oh, she's so this, she's so that, and it pisses me off because it's like it's not that much of a difference. Or what if it's like sometimes it's just like, hey, I want to go out my house for 2 fucking minutes to run to the corner store to grab me some ice cream without being told I look like the mama don't worry guy. Like, just because it's like, oh, I dared to leave the house real quick during a deep, deep, deep life depression. Or before like a wash day or something, where I had cornrows that just looked a little bit fuzzy. Like, sometimes I want to just exist in person without having it always, always, always be about how good I look. Sometimes I just want to exist. Hell, like I said before, like I've worked a job where I was seen as the most beautiful, like I was seen as the favorite worker at this job. Everybody fucking loved me, but you want to know what happened eventually? Guess what? I couldn't afford to I took my braids down. And I didn't have time or energy to get my hair fucking like silk pressed or blow dried or anything. So you know what? Like I started showing up with like afro puffs, low or high, and then eventually an afro. You wanna guess what happened? The same people who were all smiles and shit to me before because I was the little token light skinned little black girl who was not like the others. Next thing you know, like once I ditched the mermaid wave type braids, and like showed up with a little Pam Grier afro, something like this, guess what? Those same niggas that used to be all hi were now going, and acting like I fucking defile their property and treating me like shit and isolating me and being a fucking cunt. And it's like, fuck you. It's like, no, I'll put it this way. Like, is it good to look good? Yeah, it's good to look good and it's good to try. And if you can show up as your best self, show up as your best self. But sometimes you don't need to look your best self all the fucking time. Not all the time. And some hell, I remember once I showed up looking absolutely gorgeous and stunning to this one fucking film program to the point where people started thinking I wasn't fucking capable of achieving anything. They were like, "Okay, this girl has a cute little choker and her little jean vest and her little like skinny jeans and her little heeled boots and her little fuzzy little coat or whatever. She looks great, but it's like, what can she do for us? She's so young and she's attractive and she probably will just be eye candy and she probably wants the world handed to her. What can she realistically do? We don't need her. We could just be around all these strong, capable boys covered in dirt with cargo shorts. Hell yeah. We trust them to be a lot more capable at getting their hands dirty or being organized or being professional on top of their game." And it's so fucking stupid. It's like, I think that shit's so fucking stupid. In my opinion, if I go out to the corner store, look at however I deserve to be treated, how like as good as I am any other time. Like, it's okay to compliment me more and smile at me a little more and blush a little more if you see me in like a fancy little silk dress or like nice little mermaid waves or whatever. But if I show up where it's like my hair is looking like motherfucking peanut head characters from the Boondocks underneath my beanie, and I got on some baggy ass jeans with too many pockets, which I love, and if I got on like a big baggy hoodie, like, then guess what? Like, I'm just saying. Plus, honestly, sometimes it's like, I'll put it this way: external factors like racism and prejudice all play into. Like, I remember once I left my house with my fanciest, most sparkliest diamond moist night fucking jewelry, a cashmere sweater, black skinny jeans, little black heels, and like, I forget how my hair was looking, but my hair looked okay for what it was. It was like, okay, it's not perfect, but it's not like there's worse. It's like it's fucking winter and it's raining. It's like, yeah, and I got a lot of hair. But either way, like, obviously I'm not some broke bitch. Broke enough where I can't get fucking $300 braids, absolutely. But you know what? You could still look at me and be like, that is a woman who definitely is going somewhere relatively nice. Like, hell yeah. But you know what? People would still cross the street when they saw me because they're fucking assholes and they're idiots. And it's like, oh, yes, like, you fucking idiot. You're gonna see a scrawny ass black chick wearing fucking diamonds and a cashmere sweater and heels. And you're going to be afraid for your life because, oh no, she has a lot of hair under her beanie. Fuck you. Kill yourself. Because you know what? It's like, I should be crossing the street when I see you. You're wearing fucking nasty ass sweatpants. Your girl has a busted ass BBL that still makes her ass look flat. And you, like, I'm just saying, like, you both are giving fucked up pug with fillers in the face. Like, don't you, like, come on now, you steroid fucking junkie. Don't fucking look at me that way. I should, like, trust me. Y'all fucking look like Outlast creatures. Do not ever in your fucking life, like, seriously, I'm just saying, don't fucking test me, stupid ass losers. But as I was saying, yeah, like, there's always someone where they won't see you pretty enough. They won't, like, you won't be their type. They won't see you as pretty enough. They won't see you as organized enough. They'll see you as too organized. And I've already talked all the times about how insecure people will also try to drag you down if they think you're prettier, if they think you're better, if they think that you could be seen as a threat, or like potentially take away their power or their friends or whatever just by being too awesome. And I think it's all fucking stupid. But I will say this, like, if you have decent hygiene, like if you smell good, then as long as you approach me nicely, that's all I ask. Like, sometimes I do see someone and I think to myself, oh, imagine if they had a little lip gloss or if they did a little tweaking of their eyebrows. But then I remind myself, oh yeah, that's because I spent like the entire pandemic and multiple years researching looks maxing to the point where I can't just look have a normal conversation with a woman without trying to think of how to make her looks better or her life better. Like, what if I just let her exist? Because do I do that to men? Sometimes I do, admittedly, but you know, not as often as I did it to women back then. So I dropped that habit internally in my head of thinking about that shit. And I just thought to myself, this girl looks cute and adorable. And like, I don't need her to come with fucking big fucking Dolly Parton curls and Pamela Anderson makeup every day and a fucking Beyonce waistline and fucking Shakira clothing. It's like, as wonderful as that would be, no, it's like, it's okay. Hey, Tiffany, I like that you have your little slightly like unwashed straight hair and a little slick back ponytail. I like that you have on a simple like t-shirt and a hoodie and some jeans and some fucking Converse Chuck Taylors. And I hope you have an amazing time here just as much as I would wish that a bad bitch who came here looking like a fucking 2000s Vixen model would have a good time coming here, okay? And even if I maybe thought to myself, hey, the Vixen girl would get a lot of attention because she's a woman and I hope she really stays, I would still prioritize that both women stay in the first place because it's like, hey, you know what? While one can possibly make more people spend money or opportunity or whatever, like, you know, men will buy drinks and support the bar if there's a hot, super hot lady in it. But do I need a hot lady there? No. It's just nice that she's there. But it's okay. Because you know what? Even if it were just the hoodie girl, I'd be like, hell yeah, we got hoodie girl. Finally stops this place from being a sausage fest. I hope she has a great time. Here's some free candy on the house. And that's all I ask of her. God bless and amen. So I'm just saying, like, also I know there were plenty of times in my growing up, in my childhood, where it's like, did I look, I'll put it this way. It was as simple as I deserved good treatment, regardless. I deserved good treatment. Like, if my hygiene was good and my personality was good, nothing else fucking mattered. That's all. Peace out.